The Department of Meteorology hereby presents the preliminary seasonal forecast for 2023-2024 and also presents you with the El Nino status updates. This is part of our efforts as a department towards creating a weather-ready and climate-smart nation. Here, presented information will include the general weather conditions that will be your rainfall and temperature in the coming season from October to December. And this was achieved by evaluating and integrating outputs from the following seasonal forecasting method. We employed statistical methods, and this calculates the relationship between past observations and employ this to project the next season's conditions. Dynamic methods, these use three-dimensional models of the climate to simulate possible changes over time of the oceans and the atmosphere. Analog methods compare the current state of the climate system to previous years and assume that the forecasted season will evolve in a similar fashion. This then now brings us to ENSO. Since weather is a chaotic system, small errors in the initial condition of a forecast grow rapidly, making long-term forecasting difficult using daily weather forecasting techniques. The ocean then plays a major role influencing the weather systems, and because of its immense heat capacity, it plays a big role in seasonal climate forecasting. Analyzing ocean temperatures provides some ability to forecast average conditions for months in advance. El Nino, which is the ENSO, is one cyclical event observed from the analysis of ocean temperatures, which has become a source of climate predictability on the seasonal time scale. The map above shows neutral conditions of the water circulation. Any disruption in these conditions affects the weather across the globe. When ENSO events, that is your El Nino and La Nina, occur, our ability to predict changes in seasonal average rainfall is enhanced. Now, as you are aware that we are approaching, or we are already in an El Nino episode, the graph above shows what normally happens in the disruption when the water circulation is disrupted. In normal years, concentration of warm water is in the Western Pacific and the cooler waters is in the Eastern Pacific. Now, the weakening of trade winds results in the warmer waters moving towards the Central Pacific. There is then a break in the water circulation resulting from the mass air ascension in the Central Pacific. This cycle repeats itself every 4 to 7 years. Now, the disruption in the water circulation changes weather, wind patterns, and climate around the globe. Different areas in the globe experience El Nino episode differently. Eswatini usually experiences drier and hotter than normal conditions during an El Nino episode. Now let's look at the current situation in the tropical Pacific where we observe our El Nino. We can see that already the temperatures by the end of August, they were at 1.3 degrees above normal. And you might be aware that the threshold for El Nino and La Nina are at positive 0.5 degrees and negative 0.1 degrees respectively. Anything above or below, it indicates El Nino or La Nina years. Currently, all the conditions for El Nino have been observed, and we expect the situation to continue into the Southern Hemisphere summer of 2023-2024. This then brings us to our preliminary rainfall outlook. The predictors used put most of the country in the normal to above normal rainfall over the forecast period, that is your September to December. For OND, that is October, November, December, the rainfall total expected will range from 200 millimeters in the low field to an excess of 500 millimeters in the high field. Although El Nino has been established in the Central Pacific, its impact in terms of weather pattern is likely to be experienced in the period from December into the second half of our rainfall season. This is because ENSO impact is stronger in the December, January, February for our subregions. It is also important to note that analog years show a tendency for the country when coming from a La Nina episode, like we were coming from 3 La Nina years, and we are heading towards an El Nino. The first half of the rainfall season is usually above average, normal to above normal rainfall. The forecast is also presented in 3-month moving averages. Therefore, shorter timescale climate variation are likely to occur, which are easily determined through our daily and 4-day weather forecasts. The users of climate information are advised to contact Eswatini Meteorological Services for interpretation of this preliminary forecast for finer details, updates, and guidance. I thank you.